Hello and welcome back to Cracking the Cryptic. Now, our Discord server the guys on there have been running competitions for various puzzles, or allowing people to post puzzles and have them tested. And they've come up with a few recommendations for us, which is great. So this puzzle is by Eric Fox. It's got a rule set I haven't heard before, but a very simple one. And I'm really looking forward to giving it a go. It's apparently been thoroughly tested, and it's a good puzzle, so looking forward to it. Now, what is that rule set? It is that the number in each row and column that begins that row or column describes the position of the 1 within that row or column. So if we had a 6 here, that means there would be a 1 in the 6th cell in the column here. That's how it works. Simple enough. Normal Sudoku rules apply. And do give it a go on the link below the video. As I say, we haven't had our own testers on it, but we're assured it's good quality. So I'm going to give it a try now. Let's get cracking. And let's forget the 1s for a moment, because I'm not sure I can make much headway on them. But for just some regular Sudoku. So we've got 4s in column 9 and 8. So I'm putting pencil mark 4s up there, and similarly 8s here, given 8s in columns 7 and 8. Now again 4s, in fact that's quite a lot of 4s available in the grid as a whole. 6s could be in any of those 3. Now this is where the rule set comes into play. This cell cannot be a 4, because that would mean the 1 would have to be in the 4th cell of the column, which is there and already occupied. So this must be the 4 in that, from that pair that we identified. That doesn't work so well here, because that being a 4 would allow that to be a 1, which would make that a 7. Yes, this is quite interesting how these are going to have to play together. So can this be a 6? Yes, that would need a 1 here, which would need a 5 here. That's all possible. Okay, 9, 9. One of these is a 9 because of the 9 here and the 9 here. And whichever one is a 9 means that there is a 1 in the 9th cell. So the 1 must be here. Now that, in turn, means that this cell has to represent the position of that 1. So it must be 7 or 9. Can't be 8 because of that 8. So the fact that it can't be 8 means this cell can't be a 1, and this cell, can't be a 9. Use the right mouse, Mark. Come on, remember things. Now, what else can we do? Let's just go back to regular Sudoku. 7 in one of those 2 cells. And 4 in one of these 2. Now, if this was a 4, this would be the 1. This would have to be a 9. That would make this a 7, this a 1. That's all possible. Okay, I was hoping to rule something out with that rather than something in. Okay, let's keep going. 9s, one of these 3 must be a 9. 6s, 4s. Again, one of these 3's a 4. It's not this one, because that would again need this cell to be a 1. So 4 is there or there. 2, those 2's. Now that's interesting. That means one of these 3 is a 2. Whichever one is a 2 has a 1 here. Now, 1 can of course be in the first cell of a row or column. I mean, it's obviously going to have to be. That's why 1 has been chosen for this mission of being identified by the first item. But this can't be a 1, because that would need a 2 in both places. So that one's not a 1. So 1 is either here or here. This is not a 2 now. This is possible though. It would need a 3 here and a 2 here. Oh no, this isn't possible, is it? If that was a 1... Oh no, that is possible. This would be a 2. I was just wondering if I'd discovered that this cell had to be a 1. And in fact, this cell does not have to be a 1, because 1 in this box is in one of those 2. This is really weird. Okay, so Maybe I should think about what else this could be. No, I don't think that's necessarily very helpful as an approach. How do we make something else happen here? 7, 4, 8. 6. Look, 6 is looking into this box in a very carefully placed way, and that's putting 6 in one of these cells along with the 1 that must be in one of them. So that's a 6-1 pair. That means one of these two is a 6 as well. So that's a 6-4 pair. That means 1 in this column must be in either cell 4 or 6, so in one of those two. That means 1 in this row is in one of those two. That means this is either a 1 or a 3. I love how this rule works. It's so peculiar. But neither of those have actually proved. Now, 1 in one of these means that one of these two must be a 7, because the 7th cell in the row will be here. But I don't know which one it is. But that means one of these three is a 7. It could be this one. Yeah, there's no reason it couldn't be that I can see at the moment. Now, 2. Oh, we've so nearly got things proved. It's very interesting. It's an intriguing puzzle how this all works. So the 7, 4, 1, 6, 8. No, we don't really have anything else looking into that. Now that's a 4 or a 6, so the 1 is there or there. No, I don't know. 1 in one of those. I suppose they mean that none of the rest of these can be 9, 8 or 7. Whichever one is a 9 is fine, but then the others aren't 8. Is that limiting on 8s? Yes, that's quite oh yes, of course, 1 is in one of these two, so one of the beginning cells here is an 8. That's what I'm getting limited. I should have just carried the logic over when I was putting the 1s in there. Now, can this be... This can't be a 2, of course. This cannot be a 2 because it needs to act both across and down, so it would need 1s in 2 different positions in the box. Right, so that's not a 2 and that's not a 1. So the 2 and 1 combo is here in column 3. That's really neat. Now that 1 needs a 3 here. What does it tell us about this? 4, 5, 6 or 8 for the across, which puts 1 in one of these cells. I think they're all possible. How frustrating. Okay, never mind that. 2, 1, 9, 6, 7. These can't be 4s because of these positioned 4s, so we can place 4 in the column. Get rid of that 4. Now we've got 5, 8 and 3. Not all that helpful. Now what's this? 3, 1, 2. Oh look, this is quite restricted. 5, 6, 7 or 8 by Sudoku. That puts the 1 in the row somewhere in one of those 4. And the 4, 5, 6 or 8 is putting a 1 up there. So all these are possible 1s. Well, I don't know. One of them's an 8 here. Yeah, we know that. Okay, what can we find to make something work a bit better? 6 there would put 1 there, 5 there, 7 there, 1 there. No, I just don't know. I can't see one way or another why that would be wrong. 9, 8. I'm missing something now. 4 here. Right, that would put a 1 here, a 9 here, 7 here, 1 there, 9 there. That's possible. It's even quite likely. The other one would be here or here. Oh, maybe that's what to do, is to think about these other remaining cells up here. So this one is 4, 5, 6, 7, or 8. So that's putting the 1 in one of those cells in the column. 4, 5, 6, or 8 there. That's these cells. So we know that 1 isn't in these two because there can't be a 9 up at the top here. Does that tell us anything? Not really. I think I'm looking at the wrong deductions here. 4 and 6, that 4, 6 pair seems very important somehow. Oh, maybe if that was a 9, that would make this a 1. This would have to be a 9 as well. Is that a problem for 9s in any way? That would give us a 9 here, and a 9 here, and a 9 here, and a 9 here. That's not a problem at all. It's perfectly possible. Totally valid. What am I not picking up? 2, 1, 9, 4, 6, 7. No. I mean, those are from 3, 5, and 8, but they're not very helpful numbers. I think I need to be looking more in the blue cells. Now, none of these can be 3 or 4, 6, or 9. Oh, they can't be 6. So that is not a 1. Is that interesting? So the 1 in this row now can't be in any of those 3 cells, because the 1 in this box is in one of those 2 cells, and that can't be a 1 because 6 has been used. So this is either 1, 2, or 4. Aha! But it cannot be 4 because there's a 4 in the box already. So it could be 1 or 2. 1 must be in one of these 2 cells. That doesn't quite do it. But now, no, I was going to say 2 is restricted, but it's not. Because if that's the 1, it hasn't told us anything about the 2. Oh, this is brilliant. I mean, this is just fascinating. What am I missing? 3, 1, 2. I hope it's not something really gut-wrenchingly obvious, but there is every chance that it is. I mean, it could be just regular Sudoku, which would be irritating, as that's more my speciality. But for there, I mean, I know I'm setting myself up to look stupid, but that's sometimes the way of it. Right, these 2 can't be 1, because 4 cannot be in those positions. This can't be 1, because 4 can't be there. So the 1 in this column is either at the top or the bottom, and therefore the 4 is either at the top or the bottom. Now, if that was a 4, we've got 1, 7, 1, 6 there. Oh, that does work. 1 here. That is very likely to be the 4. If that, I spent some time just now working on if that was the 4. We'd have 1 here, that would be 9, so 1 would be there. Again, 1 here or here. So you'd kind of get a 1, 2 pair in the first column. Oh, again, the plausibility is just at remarkably high levels. Come on, if that was a 4, there'd be a 4 here. This would be, I don't know what it would be. Maybe I need to concentrate on how that would be an 8. That would make this a 1 and this a 1. But I can't see a reason why that couldn't be. 4, 6, 9. 5, 6, 9, 4, 2, 4, 3, 1, 2, 8. Oh, I'm just not picking something up. This is so frustrating. Maybe this is the way to go, though, is to focus on where 1s can be. Now, we said this could be 5, 6, 7, or 8, putting 1 in one of these cells. 5 would need a 3 up here. Oh, in fact, whichever of 5, 6, 7 or 8 needs a 3 up in one of those 3 cells. Is that helpful? Not particularly. Oh, come on. 5, 6, 9, 4, 6 in one of those, 3, 2, 4, 9. That 9 is limiting 9 in this box to one of these 2 cells. So this cannot be a 9 anymore. If that was a 7, there'd be a 9 here. I would put 1 there. One of these would be a 5. That's not telling me anything, no. Okay, but 9 here is now in one of these 2. Oh, but I just don't know. Where can the 1 be along here? Ah, that cannot be a 1 because that can't be a 4. But that could be, this could be, and this. Nothing else. So this begins with a 1, 2, or 7. Maybe that's what I have to do, is just work out what the possible beginnings are and see what that gives me. So here, this can't be a 4. It could be a 5, or a 1, of course, or a 7. So that's 1, 5, or 7. I think that's what I just said. In this row, 1 and 2, annoyingly possible. Yeah, that is. 4 is not possible. 6, that would need a 7 up here. Oh, that is possible. 1, 2, 6 or 9. I just don't think this is going to yield me a triple. This could be 1 or 2 or 5. Don't see why not. 1 can't be there. Oh, only 1, 2, or 5. Ah, okay. So that gives me a 1, 2, 5, 7 quadruple. Exactly the sort of thing I was hoping to achieve, weirdly. Now here, let me just check this off. 1 or 2, I don't see why not. No, that can't be a 1 because there'd be a 9 there. That doesn't work. So 1, 4, definitely possible, obviously, or 9. What about 5 or 6? No, that would need a 1 there. This one, however, could be. So I reckon that's 1, 4, 6, or 9. Now, with the 1, 2, 5, 7 quadruple there, I can eliminate 5 and 7 there, and 5 here, and 1 and 2 here, and 1 here. Now, does that advance me? In this row, 1 is either here or here. So 3 is either here or here. It's not so easy when they stretch across boxes. How about in this row? 1 is now either in any one of those 3. 6 and 9, or 4, 6 and 9. So in this box, yeah, one of these is a 9. Whichever, brilliant. One of these is a 9 because 1 has to be in one of those 2 cells. Whichever one isn't a 9 is either a 6 or a 4, putting a 1 in this box somewhere. So I'm actually going to mark those cells as the possible ones in box 8. Now what that means is this is not a 1, this can't be a 5. Suddenly I've got a 1-2 pair, so that makes this a 7 here. Brilliant. That makes this a 5. Wow. I mean, the testers suggested this was pretty straightforward, and I have not found it that way, I can tell you. Well, you can see. Right, that 1. Okay, now we're getting 1s in the grid. We can fill in other cells. That's a 4. That makes this a 6. This is now a 6 here. Let's get rid of those pencil marked 6s. Again, 1 is here or here. So one of these has to be a 5. It must be this one. Perfect. So 5 there, 1 there. That gives us a 2. The 1 in the first column is there. Okay, now that, okay, we've got all the starting positions for those ones. This is not a 1 anymore. Right, this is now seeing a 6 and a 4, so that's an 8. Brilliant, so that places this 1. This must be a 6. We can finish the whole column, which means we can place all the 1s now. Thank the Lord for that. 6 there. Right, so let's get rid of those pencil marked ones. Now we can fill in all the top row. That must be a 9. That's a 3. And this is a 7. So we've filled all the restrictions. So 9 now goes here. We've got a 3-5 pair. This is a 6. That's not a 4. 6 and a 4. 7 and 8 to go in here. Yes, we can do that. 7 and 8. Finish the box with a 4. We've got a 5-7 pair to sort out there. This can't be 5 anymore. It's part of a 3-8 pair in the box. 6 in row 7 must be there. One of these is a 2. 2, 1, 6, 9, 4. 8 in this row has to be in one of these 2 cells. Wow, this isn't even giving up now. Now look, 7 is locked into those 2 and those 2 boxes. So 7 must be in one of those 2. 2, yes, 2 is ruled out of there and by that one from there. So we can place the 2. Surely that helps. This is either 3 or 8. No, it doesn't help quite as much as I'd hoped. 2, 1, 6, 9, 4, 5 is in one of these 2. No, not sure which one. 7, 1, 8, 4, 6. 5, 7. This could be 3 or 5. This 3, 5 or 7. Oh, I almost feel like I haven't quite got enough information to finish this off, but that can't be right. Right, 9 and 9 there. So we can place 9 in the column here. That puts 9 here. Now that does look like that was useful. 7, 9, 8, 4, 1, 6. No, can't quite finish that off. Right, a 3-5 pair here. Yes, they are resolved. Okay, hurrah. That 3 fixes this 8. That's good. That fixes the 3-8 pair we found over there. They can't be 8. So this is now 2 and 8. Yes, I can place them thanks to the 8 over here. This is 3 or 5 for the row, which gives me a 3-5 pair in the column. So I can place 2 and 7. I mean, this is a lovely Sudoku even after the thematic stuff is done. And another 3-5 pair in this row. So that's the 7. We can put 2 in there. That 7 has fixed the 5-7 pair. We've got 8 and 5 to go in the column. That fixes the 3-5 pairs. All falling apart now. Hurrah. I like this puzzle. This was a very clever puzzle. 3 and 7 to go in there. Eric Fox is really building a reputation, and a puzzle like that is helping. That's absolute class. Thanks very much to the Discord guys for recommending it and for Eric for creating it. That was really enjoyable. I think I made a bit of a meal of it in the middle, but I couldn't see a way to do that column without finding that 1, 2, 5, 7 quadruple. You may have had a better way to progress than that. I wouldn't be surprised at all. Do mention it in the comments. I'm not going to feel too bad because I think that was a reasonable solve in the end. Thanks very much for watching. Hope to see you again soon on Cracking the Cryptic. Do subscribe and press the bell for notifications of our videos, and hope to see you again soon. Bye for now.